I am Eleanor Roosevelt. I once served as First Lady of the United States, but my life's true work began afterward, when I learned that diplomacy is simply event organizing with higher stakes. I became by necessity a convener, a builder of tables for people who could not yet bear to sit together. After the Second World War, I chaired the United Nations Commission on Human Rights. It was not glamorous work. It was patient, procedural, sometimes exasperating. But it was an act of faith, faith in the power of presence, that if you can keep people in the same room long enough, conscience will find its voice. I watched tempers rise and egos flare. I learned that listening is not passive, it is architecture. The shape of a conversation determines its outcome. When the room grew tense, I adjusted its temperature. A well-timed story, a moment of stillness, a cup of tea that reminded us we were human before we were delegates. When the men grew impatient, I slowed the rhythm. When pride blocked progress, I introduced grace. Convening, I discovered, is choreography: tone, posture, silence, sequence. Brief, reflective silence. It was through those small acts of design that the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was born. 48 nations signed it in 1948, not because we agreed, but because we stayed. And that is the first lesson of convening: stay in the room. When dialogue breaks, rebuild the circle. When emotion floods, steady the current. Technique alone is not enough. Philosophy must guide it. I believed, and still do, that gathering is sacred because it transforms strangers into society. Every meeting, every summit, every workshop is a rehearsal for democracy. You set the stage where the world practices being decent. So treat every seating chart as moral architecture. Treat your agenda as a covenant of time. Make the first 5 minutes matter. They decide whether courage enters. And never forget that the quietest voice in the room often carries the future. My name is Eleanor Roosevelt. I did not host events for applause. I hosted them to repair the fabric of trust. You, the conveners of today, inherit this responsibility. The world still needs rooms that make people human again. So build them, tend them, protect them. For in small places close to home, the next declarations are waiting to be born.